Performative males are a problem, and I fear I might be one of them. This weird performative male archetype has been making its wave way before social media started talking about it. It's been going on for decades under different facades and iterations, but the most recent one that came out within the last couple years has been the performative male sophomore edition. I guess that's what people are calling it. Just so many posts and memes. And it was all lighthearted and fun until people started dissecting it. They would say things like, these people are the new alpha males. Their outside is just a facade to lure you into their toxicity. They're chameleons. They're wolves in sheep's clothing. The most terrifying archetype of man to exist. I realized I got a problem. I feel like I gotta rip off the goblin mask. Come now, Manta. Be who you were always meant to be. No, I can't hurt people anymore. Who are you without me? Yeah. Me and my girlfriend were driving one time and I was like, am I a problem? Am I? I feel like I fit this description like to a T, like a 1-for-1. Baggy pants and sweaters are like my whole identity now. Jokingly, obviously, but like the type of joke that carries just like an ounce of truth. I feel like people are looking at me like I'm Conquest on some. I am so lonely. So I was hoping for a pick me up, and she was like, "No, you're just being you." What does that mean though? Because if I'm just being me and I'm being performative, then am I Manta because I'm performative, or am I performative because I'm Manta? What are you even saying? That's the most confusing shit I've ever heard. Oh great, we're on the same page then. Nah, you like what you like. You like a good fit. You like a clean, cozy apartment vibe. You like art and stuff. You like to take too long on your animations. Huh, true. Yeah, I know. How long have you had your hands off that steering wheel? This convo left me even more confused than I thought. Enough to make a whole video about it, I guess. But what I came out with it is that there's two versions of guys that have been adapting this version of a person. Two completely different people that fit the same frame. One is good, and one is not so good. You understand the dilemma? So I had to consult some YouTube videos to fully diagnose the disease I may or may not have. And I figured out so far that these heathens like coffee shops, relaxed fits but still stylized, matcha, tote bags, star signs, books but only if they're performance-based or if they're talked about heavy in women's spaces, and heavily curated Instagrams that's designed to promote a lifestyle that's deemed to be desirable. And here's how I stand to this. Not looking too good. Like, yep. So what are we doing? What's the vibe? This is almost an open and shut case. I fit the bill. The glove is fitting. Does this good version have a name though? What is the quote-unquote good version of the performative male? Is it just male? Are we the P-males? Self-validated male? Doesn't roll off the tongue. Ooh, hold on. The underperforming male. Am I performative or underperforming? Let's go through this video by So Yo Think I'm Stupid and find out.
Generally speaking, a performative male is a guy that aligns his behaviors and lifestyle with what will be rewarded by society. The catch is that he isn't doing it from his own intrinsic desire. He's doing it to get the validation and approval of others.
I can see it? He's saying that the only thing that's really separating performative males from underperformers is intention. Performatives do it for the external validations, while underperformers, damn, that doesn't feel good to say. The originals, I'll bite the bullet. The underperformers are doing it for internal validation. Makes sense. Sorta, because I feel like everybody does everything for both external and internal validation. Like, for example, I think I dress the way I do for internal validation. I like dressing like a vibey wizard who's always got that Benjamin on him. It makes me carry myself with a little bit more confidence and whimsy. It's goofy, it's fun, I like it. I have definitely dressed for the external though. If I step out onto a basketball court and I see somebody with like compression pants under their shorts, the newest dames, and a compression sleeve, while I look like I just got mauled by a hippo before I walked into the gym, I will be pressed. I'll go home. believe it, I'll leave. I also kind of do it at work. I've been a bartender for like 2 months now, and I've shown up looking to work as put together as I can for this fast casual restaurant. Also, like, don't get me wrong, I look at the other bartenders and they're doing the exact same thing, and I'm like, okay, cool, so this is just how I have to be. I gotta look the vibe because I don't know what I'm doing. So is it performative or am I following a dress code? Like, I don't have to wear these boots and like the jewelry and shit. Do I get entirely new clothes just to fit in? Do I shave my head because it fits the narrative better? Allows me to blend in a little bit more? Do I just have white walls in the apartment because it feels performative to put anything up? Where is like the cap on performativeness? Is it infinitely scaling? Hold on. We can figure this out. There's still points to be made. Let's keep going, I guess.
Male manipulators hiding their colors behind a soft boy aesthetic to make them appear less threatening.
Okay, well, I'm cooked, I guess. Male manipulators is fucking diabolical. I just want to chill and be creative, not terrify the masses. Like, why do I gotta be a dictator? Like, I just like matcha and I'd like to go and draw at coffee shops. Why am I on a most wanted list? Because I like to feel good when I step outside. Some of us just might have nothing going on between our eyes. Some of us aren't smart enough to manipulate ourselves into using the restroom before hopping into a car. If I don't piss in the next 30 seconds, I'm literally going to explode. If you want me to be a supervillain, then fine. I'm gonna turn into the Toyota Tinkler, the Prius Pisser, the Road Wetter right now.
Performative males have been around since the olden days, and their behavior patterns adapt to the ebbs and flows of socio-cultural shifts. I think the iteration of a performative male that most people are aware of is the hypermasculine red-pilled alpha male, ushered in by a particular man with a shiny head.
Bro, ain't no way he put this basic big-toe looking ass. Please, do not lump me in with the boy. I knew a guy who followed this person who will not be named, this person who wasn't bullied enough as a child. And let me be clear, we are not the same. Give me a second, okay? Let me build a case. I don't want to be put up on this cross. I am not dying for this sin. I remember when he told me. We were going for a walk because he had just broken up with his girlfriend at the time. She threw a mug and it shattered the apartment window. It was not a good look. And I was being a good friend. Bro was like, you know, all controversy aside, Andrew Tate got some good takes. Some quality talking points, not gonna lie. No. Hey, if you think about it, the basic premise of everything he says is so true. He's speaking facts. Like, really sit down and listen to him for like 10 hours. I promise you'll come out a better person. It's so insane that bro I proceeded to tone him out for the rest of the walk, and we never did that again. Now that I think about it, he's a performative male. I get it. I see it. Away from me, demon. But he's more like the performative male, alpha male edition. Like he's not what we're addressing today. He's out of date. Never got the patch. Away from me!
And I think the reason why this version is making waves online right now is because it's the complete opposite of the red-pilled hypermasculine alpha male.
You're speaking facts, although this frame is cringe as fuck, although, pause, double although, accurate, unfortunately. But I don't necessarily think that I'm out here like howling into the moon waiting to fist fight some Jake Paul fans. Also, like the depiction of wolves, right? It almost brings like the lone wolf kind of like vibe, or the wolf in sheep's clothing kind of archetype. And I don't think this is what, wait, hold on, nope, I see it now. Oh my god, he cooked. Am I a demon? What? I'm burning my clothes. This has to end.
And yet, at its core, it still stems from the same deep-rooted issues. It's essentially a reskin.
A reskin is actually crazy work, brother.
So what is this iteration of a performative male that's making waves online right now? The most recent iteration of a performative male was born as a pushback against the red-pilled hypermasculine alpha male ideology.
True. I actually hate this ideology with a burning passion. This shit was ruining me and stunted any potential I might have had. I'll go more in depth on that in the military saga, but it's a large reason as to why I left. The ideology serves nobody besides the people in charge, even though it makes you feel like you're serving everybody. It's basically a trap designed for people who don't see it coming. I happened to see that coming. It nicked me though. That shit hurt.
What many people have realized with their experiences is that this is all a performance to become more likable.
Facts.
Especially with women.
No! Look, I understand more likable. I wasn't well liked pre-me becoming me. Not because I was like a dick or anything. I was just borderline non-verbal, so I faded into backgrounds. So in discovering who I wanted to become, I curated a vibe that matched that energy externally, putting on a performance, so then I can match it internally, okay? This is not a good look. I actually hate this.
To what's beneath the mask. A highly insecure man that will do anything to satisfy his own ego, even if it's at the expense of others, is that these aesthetic fashion MFs and the red-pilled alpha males that preceded them aren't so different after all.
Chat, we're cooked. I guess my one redeeming quality is that instead of shitting on others, I shit on myself.
And so, if we want people to stop being fake, we have to stop punishing them for being real. Not many people know how to be real because they're not given a safe space to discover, express, and practice who they are. It groups insecure people that want to be loved with the toxic predatory people that are trying to win someone's trust to take advantage of them.
Ooh, I get it now. So this is the actual distinction. These guys are Trojan horsing their way into women's spaces via books, clothing, and labubus to get laid. That's gotta be the lamest shit I've ever heard. I can't believe this wasn't brought up earlier in this video. I feel like I've been missing this very crucial detail. Bro had me fighting for my life for like 10 minutes for no reason. Look, personal growth is great. Highly recommend people do that until the day they die. But if you literally went to Abercrombie to drop $1,000 on clothes and Barnes & Noble to drop $30 on a book so that you can sit at a coffee shop with a $10 matcha for an 8-hour shift like you're working a job to do nothing but stare at a book? Bro, this has got to be like the biggest waste of time I have ever seen. Like, what are you gonna do when you actually get into a relationship? Hey babe, how was Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins? Saw you were reading it the other day. Sorry, good. Read every word, twice actually. Right? Incredible message. Sometimes you just gotta let people learn the hard way. Exactly. Like the Chiefs. I can't fix this season for them by spamming their entire team on Twitter as my fantasy and sports betting goes to hell. Just gotta let them be trash and trust that by them making me down $5,000 is for a reason. What? Okay, babe. Have fun at brunch. Sorry, jealous. But I have to, as Mel Robbins would say, let you do what you have to do. I'm just gonna sit here in this windowsill and yearn for your return. Knowing damn well as soon as she leaves, you about to hop on that game. You can't keep the act up forever. Like I said, I'm all for self-improvement, but if it's literally only to fuck up someone's emotions, then like, what are we doing for real? Please go through it the hard way and actually become a better person instead of drawing up schemes to trick people into thinking that you're something that you're not, okay? Also, I'm dumb. We were almost 13 minutes into this video and I still had no idea what the actual problem was.
People are craving authenticity and genuine people, especially because it's hard to come by nowadays. There's a market for being real and it's quite high in demand. On the other side of the coin, the people that are doing things purely out of the fact that society is telling them to do so are noticing that something's off and that they feel empty. They're slowly coming to the realization that they're not living a life that they want to, but instead are living a life they were told to live. And that mismatch in their internal compass is building up fatigue and burnout that will eventually make them question whether there's more to life. And there is, because once you start living in attunement with who you are, will you truly feel alive.
Wait, that's it, rewind that, watch it back.
Once you start living in attunement with who you are, will you truly feel alive.
Let's go, baby, that's what I've been waiting for. I get it now, hold on. I wasn't able to get to where I am today sooner because I wasn't in a safe space to be me, to be real. So my default was to be fake, it was to be performative because that is where I felt safe, even though it was damaging me internally. So this version of me manifested as a way to combat this oppressive ideology that kept me in a constant low, and now that I'm just being me, I truly feel alive. Did I just therapy? Yeah, that's what I said. Oh! Honestly, this video by Sell You Think I'm Stupid it's so good. It's so good, dude. You should really like go back and watch it in its entirety. Highly recommend. Do you rock with it, or is this just like another class that you'll never play, or a reskin that you'll never use? Do we let this archetype of person thrive, or do we eventually watch it burn to the ground like we have every other one? What I'm thinking is, like, hear me out. We let it rock. There's only so many games in the season, and at some point, they might actually read one of these books and learn something. You feel me? So let me know what you think. Thanks for watching and letting me be your underperforming performative male. Yo, just moved into an apartment and I have an office now, and I don't know how to style it. All I have are white walls and like nothing going on. Just got stuff on the floor. I was thinking something like this basically. We're just kind of just like I just need to warm this room up because I have gray carpets and white walls and it feels weird and I don't like it. But yeah, what do you think? Like, is this a vibe? Is this too performative? I actually do mess with the memes that are coming out of this though. Performative male contests? Like, shit's so fucking funny.